Good morning, Zio here, and today we're talking on a controversial subject, because why the fuck not, and where I confuse the hell out of all of you who have pegged me as some kind of conservative. Anyway, no, but seriously, grab yourself some coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? Alrighty then, so yeah, I was originally not even going to talk about this topic. Chad had presented it to me. Deep Head Chad, if you hadn't checked out his stuff, go check him out. He's over on Rumble, which is the place that you can say things that you can't say on YouTube. So, But anyway, he had sent it to me, and I looked at it, and I was like, you know what? There's really nothing for me to talk about here. And I told him my reasons, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. I understand. This is sort of a thing for libs for TikTok, or for whatever it is. Anyway, to do that sort of thing, and I was just going to leave it be. And then I was looking for some news or whatnot to talk about for today, and I ran across this and was like, God damn it, Fox, why? The fuck did you have to do that? Kids video game. They did that, which means now I have to rail on them about misleading shit. Anyway, because I really hate this thing. It's like I had ran into an argument with somebody on Twitter a while back about a creator saying things that they didn't like for a kids video game, and it's like, well, yeah, the game is marketed towards kids and whatnot, but they're on YouTube and Twitch, and they're able to say what they want to say, and parents have the right to parent. If they don't like what this person is saying while playing that game, it's up to the parents to be monitoring that, and that's not up for the creator to censor themselves, because kids might watch them play a kid's game that is clearly played by adults, teenagers, and kids at this point in time, because those of us who grew up on, say, Pokemon Red are now playing Scarlet and Violet these days. But anyway, I digress. Back into it. Yeah. So apparently parents shocked after popular kids video game promotes news transgender top surgery scar update. So I'm going to have to do the whole prefacing things beforehand. I don't give a damn whether you're trans or not. You call yourself man, female, whatever. I don't really care. I have a problem when things are forced upon me, like trying to, say, like getting upset if I call you ma'am when you look like a girl, but you've been transitioning, whatever, things like that. That is where I have problems with, when you want to police my speech and tell me what I have to say, and when I have to, apparently, I'm forced to treat you with respect, that sort of thing, because that's this kind of stuff that is earned from a person. You can't force somebody into that sort of thing. That's why it's called freedom, all right? And that's where I draw the line, is when you're forcing certain language and stuff like that onto people. If they want to be bigoted and continuously call you the opposite of whatever, that's on them. Let them, God can sort them out later, that sort of thing. It's not up to you to force it on them. But anyway, so let's get into this. The Sims, by the way, is rated T for teen. By the ESRB, that is, 13 plus, essentially 12 plus, whatever that is, teenagers in this day and age kind of know a lot about this stuff. I'm not going to get onto this puritanical, like, Christian clutch my pearls kind of thing, when it comes to, oh my gosh, they can't know about sex until they're 18 plus or something like that. Come on, I was a kid once. I searched things on the dial-up connection, trust me. I have a floppy drive of that shit somewhere. Anyway, a floppy disk. Anyway, a 3.5 one, not the big 5-inchers. Anyway, of porn and stuff like that. I was a kid. I was there. I did it. I'm not going to pretend that they don't know. You know, they're learning about certain things and stuff. On top of that, this is just a cosmetic, right? It's like when they introduced the ability to choose non-binary as a thing. It does absolutely nothing for the game. It doesn't add anything or subtract from anything outside of you making your character exactly how you want them to be, because you probably want them to be a reflection of you personally, and that gives you the option to do that. I mean, personally, I don't really understand the whole, does it really matter? If you want to be a woman, we'll call you a woman. You can select woman in game, that sort of thing, or vice versa. But, you know, to each their own. But it can't, apparently, we're going to go with Fox News here because I'm just rambling at this point. But The Sims 4, which calls itself the ultimate life simulation game, on its website announces Tuesday it will allow players to give characters top scars that come from breast surgery removal. Now, okay, so what? You know, if you give me a game that considers itself the ultimate life simulation game where you can have your characters fuck, you know, in various places and things, I'm not going to write this, you know, kids video game, and that will not mix in my vocabulary. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is clearly written from somebody who's never actually played the Sims games. You know, when it comes to the Sims and we want to complain about the Sims, let's complain about how the bare bones that game is considered, you know, or compared to, say, Sims 2, its base game having way more features and things happening going on than Sims 4 ever did with all its fucking expansions at this point. Like the fact that it has to have 15 different expansions just to even be somewhat comparable to its previous iteration is quite sad, in my opinion. And we should be complaining to EA about that sort of thing, because if I remember correctly, it's EA because Maxis got bought out. And anyway, yeah, that we can complain about all damn day. I have no problem with complaining about that. Anyway, the announcement drew swift backlash online. No, it didn't. With many gamers and parents expressing horror that the game, especially on the online, especially one that is marketed to children, would for fuck's sake, people, The Sims is not a children's game. God damn it. Like, fucking seriously, if you got a game that is rated T plus, or mature, it is not a children's fucking game. Get that through your thick skulls, people. That just drives me up the wall. It's like people who are going, oh my god, I can't believe they have killing in this Call of Duty game. Yeah, it's fucking mature for a reason, bitch. Wow, shit, did I say that? Anyway, yeah, see, back in the day when I used to work in the electronics and stuff and people would buy games, I would enforce the ESRB rating, right? Because I'm that kind of a dick. And I'd be like, are you sure you want to buy this for your 9-year-old? It's rated mature 17 plus. Oh, okay, why? Because it's got this, and this. Okay, sure, whatever, just swipe the card. Okay. And then one of my favorite stories is when I did do this, right? Like, I couldn't find the game first, so I got chewed out, and that was legitimate. I couldn't find the game, okay? And I had two really young kids looking for it, like a girl and a boy, and the girl was about 10, the boy was about 6, and they were looking for a game. And gosh, what was it? I think it was a Grand Theft Auto game at that point in time. Not something I would let my kids play, that sort of thing. Anyway, they were looking for a game. Couldn't find it because I wasn't there that morning, so I didn't stock the case because I had to swap shifts with somebody to fill in for them, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, couldn't find it. Later, I found it, so I did a PA, hey, to the people looking for X, you know, come back to the electronics, I finally found them. Anyway, they're guardian showed up eventually, like 30 minutes later, started yelling at me for not selling them the game or whatever. And it felt like it was kind of justified because I had to send them away because I could not find the game, but I did find the game, and she had marched in, found the game, pointed to it, then marched up and started yelling at me. And I was like, okay, look, tried apologizing to her. I was like, look, that's my fault. The reason they're there now where you can find them is because I moved them there because they weren't where they were findable and all this other stuff. And then I went through the spiel. Hey, this game is rated mature. Are you sure you want me to buy, or are you sure you want to buy this game for them? A few days later, she comes in screeching at me, how dare you sell me this game because of blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, lady, I told you it was a mature rated game for a reason. You chose to ignore it. Anyway, that just rubs me the wrong way. I think that's the bit why I'm heated about this, is because that sort of thing rubs me the wrong way, right? You know, if you've got a game, it is not marketed toward children. It is rated T+, and then you sit there and tell me it's marketed to kids. No, it's not. It's the ultimate life simulator, apparently. You know, it is not marketed towards children. Anyway, rant over. The popular Twitter account Libs of TikTok shared the update with over 1.8 million followers. They're teaching young, healthy girls that it's okay to chop off their breasts. Atrocious. American First Legal President Stephanie Miller said, God, this sucks. Political commentator Ian Miles Chung tweeted. Another user wrote that he would never let his kids play the game. This one has some brains. Yeah, I wouldn't let my kids play The Sims either, dumbass. Anyway, if my kids had this, I'd delete it. I'd hope you get involved in a lawsuit. They're not. You know why? Because they're rated T for teens. Crude humor, sexual themes, and violence. They tagged them. They're there for you to read. Like, seriously. For fuck's sake. Anyway, that thing just pisses me off. In the end, I don't really care. The Sims is advertised age 12 plus. They're teaching young, healthy girls. Yeah, it's rated teen. For a reason. Look, you know, I like Libs of TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. Damn it, will you stop clicking on it? I like Libs of TikTok, I'm not gonna lie. You know, she shows some pretty funny things and stuff that should be watched out for and things. But when she does things like this, I'm like, honey, calm down. It's not that big of a deal. They're not teaching anybody that it's okay to do anything. They just added the option so you can do it if that's what you feel like you need to. And to be totally honest, I barely can see that scar. Yeah, for the first... anyway, I can honestly barely tell it, and yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter at that point. But yeah, that's people being upset about it. This is essentially a mountain being made over a mountain made from a molehill over a teen-rated game where in today's day and age, you know, kids learn about these sort of things these days. I mean, they have sex ed for a reason at some point. I think at about that time to teach reproduction and how it works and stuff. So it's not like it's a foreign concept at that age. I don't know. This is where I just confused everybody, I'm sure, because if you watch most of my content, it seems like I am very right-leaning on everything because I'm naturally center right, I guess, on a lot of things. But this sort of thing just pisses me off. When you sit there and try to make a mountain out of this, and it's a kid's game. Oh my gosh, it's a kid's game. They're doing this to children's game. No, they're not. I'm sorry, they're not. They're doing this in a game that's rated teen for teenagers plus. And, you know, you're welcome to parent too. So if you don't want your kids playing a game rated for teens, that's up to you. You don't have to. You can block it. You can prevent it. There's ways to go about it. But anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya.